The web browser can be used in either portrait or in landscape mode. When launched, it shows icons for news, email, entertainment, sports, weather, connect, services, more, and favorites. Along the bottom are icons for back and forward, refresh, home, zoom, favorites, World Wide Web, and menu. When selecting the World Wide Web icon, you can type in a specific web address using the on-screen QWERTY keypad or by selecting previously viewed sites. Thanks to the updated EVDO Revision A technology, graphically intense websites such as PhoneArena.com can load between 20 and 30 seconds, which is almost twice as fast as the Voyager and Glide. Once the site is loaded, you can press and drag the page around with your finger. But due to the small screen, there is a lot of horizontal scrolling and vertical scrolling that must be done. You can eliminate some of this by zooming out or by selecting the page overview mode. This shows a red rectangle on the screen that you can use to zoom in to a certain area of a page. We also found that selecting a link can be difficult at times as they are shown small on the screen, but zooming in makes them easier to click on. Most websites are shown properly formatted, but since the DARE only has a basic HTML browser, you cannot view plugins, such as Flash and ActiveX. Thankfully, the browser is compatible with the popular YouTube site and is able to stream videos from it without problem.
In the futuristic movie WALL-E, robots give people massages, cook for them, and clean up after them. Think that technology is far-fetched? Think again.
The music player allows you to view all songs, playlists, artists, genres, and albums. Unfortunately, the songs are listed alphabetically instead of by using their ID3 track number. Once a song begins playback, the album art will be shown in the center with the track info listed above it and icons for rewind, play, pause, and fast forward on the bottom. You can rotate the phone 360 degrees with the album art and player changing their orientation. Clicking on the home screen at the top will keep the music playing and return you back to the home screen. This multitasking allows you to send and receive text messages, browse the web, and perform other functions while the music continues playback. You can press on the drop-down arrow to select a different track to play. Or press on the bar to return back to the main music player. The only downside we experienced was that the speaker is located on the back of the phone next to the camera. When the phone is lying on a desk, the music sounds muffled, but turning it over solves this design flaw. You can also use standard wired earbuds with a 3.5mm headset jack or a wireless headset using stereo Bluetooth. The 3.2 megapixel camera is one of the best that we've seen from a Verizon device. Images taken outside during the day have excellent detail and realistic color representation. However, once you move inside, the quality starts to go down due to lower light levels, but this is a problem with most camera phones. The built-in flash does help, but the range is limited to only about 6 feet. The camcorder is capable of recording videos at 640 by 480 VGA resolution, but is limited to only 15 frames per second. However, these are good enough for viewing on a PC and for posting to YouTube. It can also record QVGA resolution videos at 120 frames per second for slow motion playback at 15 frames per second. The Dare also features photo editing tools allowing you to draw, zoom, rotate, crop, adjust contrast, sharpness, blur, brightness, and add borders to photos. We experienced excellent signal reception with the Dare, with it usually showing 4 bars of EVDO and 3 bars of 1X in most locations. We were also able to place and receive calls in fringe areas, even though the bars would drop down to 1 or 0. Call quality through the earpiece speaker was good and lacked any interference. However, we could hear a small ticking sound in the background, almost like a second hand moving in an analog watch, except that it was ticking every half second. We tried different volume settings, but it did not affect it. Test calls that we made to people on landlines said that our voice sounded away from the microphone, almost like we were using a speakerphone. The Dare is a device that has a lot going for it, including a 3-inch touchscreen HTML browser, 3.2 megapixel camera, music player, Bluetooth, 3.5mm headset jack, and micro SDHC support up to 8 GB. All of this is packed into a sleek and stylish phone that is sure to be one of Verizon's hottest sellers this year. Please visit PhoneArena.com for our full review of the LG Dare, including pictures and 360-degree rotational views.